Sagittarius? How are you guys doing? It is time for your bonus reading for April 2024. When I do bonus readings, I'm looking for details, situations, or scenarios that didn't make it into the main monthly reading. So if you would like a personal reading, check down there in the description of this video, and that's where you'll find all the information that you need as far as how to go about doing that, okay? All right, let's just jump on into this. I want to start this off with what's coming in next. Let's just get a general energetic overview of the next person coming in, and let's see what that situation looks like. Sagittarius, next person coming in. Oh, the Emperor. Could be an Aries for some of you. All right. Hangman, 10 of Pentacles. Some of you could be dealing with somebody that's like a business owner, maybe, possibly. Ooh. So, okay, so look at what we got here. We got Page of Cups upright, Ace of Cups reversed, Hangman, and the Death card. And then down here, we got the 7 and the 8 of Swords. So for some reason, I don't know if you're turning down a love offer with this person. Could have something to do with a third party, possibly. Now, okay. This first spread of the reading is not the end-all, be-all gospel of truth, okay? This is just an energetic overview, an overall outlook, mainly from your perspective, okay? So something feels funny about this person. You're like the 4th sign that's come up for. Something feels weird. Something feels a little bit off. Okay. You feel like there may be something about this person that you're not seeing. And you immediately either, I don't know if you find out this person's lying about something or you assume that they're lying about something. So it's kind of looking like you're turning this love offer down and no new start in love is happening. It almost feels like you're losing interest in this person almost immediately, or you may not be interested in this person at all. Okay. And something about retrograde eclipse season and Aries, where so many signs are going through that with the next person coming in. Oh, well, I mean, you know, it's better to prevent a toxic connection coming in than to end up in a toxic connection and, you know, end up in a mess later on down the line. I'm just getting all these cards of lies and dishonesty. And again, it's mainly from your perspective. I'm going to have to check and see this person's energy here. I'm not saying that I don't believe you. It's just, it's not telling me why you feel that way. That's the thing. Most of the time when something like this comes out, it'll give me an indication as to why you feel this way. Like maybe they're behaving strangely. Maybe they're acting a little bit manipulative. Maybe they're trying to play a game. You know, it's not even telling me why you feel this way. Well, let's look at this person's energy then. Let's see. Why does Sagittarius feel this way about the next person coming in? What's their energy look like? What are their intentions? Let's see. King of Swords reversed. Oh, okay. So maybe they are trying to play some mind games with you. Maybe. Okay. Okay, ooh, we got the codependency card there too. And the Ace of Swords reversed. And the Lover's card reversed. So, okay, you might be bang on the money then. You might be. Yeah, I think there is a third party involved here. Now, who is the third party? I don't know. I'm not getting any past energy coming up here. So that's what I've been seeing more of than anything for April, is that, you know, people dealing with a past person. I'm actually not seeing past energy here. So it might just be a side piece, possibly, from somebody else that they're talking to. Like maybe y'all go to hang out and have a drink or something like that, and then you see their phone light up, bloop, hey, sexy, or something like that, you know? Or maybe you see, I don't know, somebody commenting on their selfie saying something like fire emoji, kissy face, and then that person gives it a heart. Something like that. Something that's kind of like, oh, okay, all right, I see what you're going. Okay, all right, I see. And I think you're absolutely right. I think this person is probably the type to entertain multiple people with the Three of Cups here. So, yeah, this might be something that you want to stay away from, and that's good. Okay. Yep. Yeah, okay. Could be a Gemini for some of you. I also have Aries and Scorpio here. Well, shit, okay. We kind of see how it's playing out. It came through quick, man. Sagittarius readings always come through quick. When you're pulling that Saggy energy, there's no bullshit. Straight to the point, you know? I guess let's get the advice then. What's the advice for Sagittarius? What's the advice? What's the advice? Ah, Seven of Swords. Okay. I really don't feel like this needs a whole lot of advice. It kind of sounds like that you're handling it the way you should. Only thing I'll say is this. When your intuition tells you that something is off about a person, one of the biggest mistakes that we tend to make, and it's real easy to make this mistake, is you get an intuitive response, something's off. And then immediately the ego starts responding to that intuitive response, trying to figure out exactly what it is. So the ego immediately gets to work trying to solve the puzzle and trying to figure it out logically and analytically. And there's a time and a place for that. But when you're connecting with somebody new, it's real easy to waste a bunch of time with that. Really easy. It could just end up turning into a bunch of drama. Just a whole bunch, you know? I'll tell you one of the things I've learned on my journey. If you want to experience peace, you know, in your life, whenever it feels off, just back away. Just back away. This feels off. Something's off about you. Your behaviors are a little bit weird. I can feel that something else is going on in there that I can't quite put a finger on. So, you know what? We just ain't vibing. I don't know what is off exactly. I don't know if you're a bullshitter who's completely blowing smoke up my ass, or maybe we're just not a vibrational match. I don't know, but something's off. So I'm going to back away from this. Remain balanced. Okay. Remain balanced. Yeah, okay. But, yeah, Ten of Cups in the reverse. So, no, I don't really think you need a whole lot of advice for that. Maybe the majority of the Saggies don't, but maybe there's a couple of you. And for the couple of you who may need to hear this, when you see that somebody is a dishonest person, like for example, I'll give you an example. This is an extreme example, but you meet somebody who's already in a relationship. Believe it or not, I do readings for these kind of situations very frequently. You meet somebody who's already in a relationship. So that means that they're in a relationship with somebody who can't trust them, right? Well, don't be surprised when you find out that you can't trust them either. A cheater is not going to pick and choose who they cheat on. That's bullshit. If you are an honest, loyal, dependable person of respect and integrity, you don't go cheat on your partner. If they cheat with you, they gonna cheat on you. And don't be surprised when the day comes and you find out that that's happening. Now, again, that's a really extreme example, but pay attention to how people treat others, because that's how they gonna treat you. If you see somebody acting shady, flaky, or maybe, okay, here's another example. Let's say you're out hanging out with this person and you all are at the bar, right? And then you see somebody text this person and say, hey, where are you? And they type the mall, right? Big red flag. Oh, so you tell lies and you aren't to be trusted. I don't know who this is that you're talking to, but whoever it is, they can't trust you. So the likelihood that I can trust you is, I would imagine that this person probably knows you. So if somebody who knows you can't trust you, I barely know you, guarantee you I can't fucking trust you. So we're at the bar right now. You just told this person you're at the mall. Well, how about yesterday when I asked you where you was at and you said you were sitting at home watching Netflix? What were you really doing? Right? So whenever you start seeing these little behaviors and whatnot, just back away. Just back away. Just back away. Unless you want it to turn into a bunch of nonsensical drama. The quicker you're able to identify something that's not good for you, the quicker the universe can hand you something that is. See what I'm saying? Alrighty. Now let's take a look at the person that you're actually interested in. Person Sagittarius is actually interested in. The person on your mind, the person that you're thinking about. Let's see. Ooh, there we go. Hierophant reversed. I don't want to speak on that yet. All right. Two of Cups reversed. So I think a love offer is being made. There may be a very brief attempt at the two of you coming together, but there's a big blockage between the two of you. This doesn't make any sense. Because we got Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. So that would indicate to me that I think a relationship is going to be attempted. But we got Two of Cups reversed, Hierophant reversed. So something is blocking this. There's some kind of energetic blockage that the universe is putting between the two of you. Something that's kind of preventing the two of you from really moving forward together and having something long-term, stable, and committed. I don't know what that blockage is. It's not even telling me. Maybe it could be a little bit different for all of you. Maybe for some of you, it's somebody at a distance, maybe. Maybe for some of you, you like have conflicting work schedules or something like that. I don't know. But something's blocking this. I don't know. You know the way I look at it, though? The way I look at it is if two people want it bad enough, ain't no blockage that can keep you apart. The only exception, I would say, is probably prison. If you're in love with somebody in prison, and believe it or not, I do those readings. I hear it all in my line of work. That would be about the only thing that I could say is a blockage that you can't help, no matter how bad y'all want it. But aside from that, as long as two people want it bad enough, ain't nothing stopping you. You'll figure something out, right? Let's see how this person feels about you. How does this person actually feel about Sagittarius? Person that you're thinking about. Let's see. King of Wands. Okay, that's kind of weird. So they're not playing games, but they do have their options open. Does that make sense? They do have their options open, but they're not playing games. So it's like, I haven't narrowed my options down to exactly who I want. But whenever I make that decision, it's game on. I'm not fucking around. I'm not playing around. I'm going to be dead serious. So this person does want long-term stable commitment. Retrospectively is what they've always wanted. But for whatever reason, Queen of Cups reversed, King of Coins, Fool card reversed, whatever this blockage is that's coming between the two of you, they don't want this connection bad enough to overcome that. See what I'm saying? Okay, so here's an example. Imagine the two of you are at a distance for some of you. Maybe they live 3 hours away. Well, that means somebody is going to have to be willing to leave their life behind. Somebody. One, the other, or hey, sometimes even both of us, but at least somebody, if we want to make this work, is going to have to be willing to leave their life behind. And this would be like the equivalent of talking to somebody at a distance who doesn't want to be with you bad enough to leave their life behind and move, right? Or maybe y'all have conflicting work schedules. All right, well, if that's what's getting in the way, I could go look for another job. I don't want this that bad. I would like to be with you. I do think this person does have an interest in you, but not bad enough to have to overcome whatever obstacle comes between the two of you. Not bad enough. So I still think they have their options open. I don't think they've narrowed down their focus to any one person, including you. I don't think so. What's the advice on this situation? What is the advice? Okay. Oh man, the Five of Wands reversed. Well, okay. A question I get very frequently is, should I continue to fight for this? Or will they fight for this? And I'm going to tell you what right goddamn now. You shouldn't have to fight for this. If you're fighting for this, this is not true love. There is a big difference between working towards something and fighting for it. Do you believe that the universe is so stupid that the one person it picked out for you is somebody you would have to fight for? If you're having to fight for it, that's not your person. The universe didn't pick you a person that you're going to have to fight to have in your life. That's a big, clear indication that that's not somebody you need in your life. So we got to have a conversation. All right, what are we going to do here? Are we doing this or are we not? I'm willing to work with you, but I can't do it all. If it's a distance, all right, well, I'm willing to move. Or if it's our work schedules, I guess I'll look for another job then. Are we doing this or are we not? And that conversation has to be had this April. If you find this something that you're feeling like you're going to have to fight for, don't do it. Don't do it. And that's all I can say about that. We're either doing this or we're not. And if you were somebody that the universe really wanted in my life, it wouldn't be that hard to figure out. All right. Now we're going to take a look at the person from the past. Any details I missed? Anything else we can tell Sagittarius about the person from the past? Four of Pentacles reversed. Nine of Cups. Oh, shit. Speaking of fighting, there it is again. So I am seeing a very, very, very high likelihood of some drama between you and this person. There could end up being a reconciliation attempt here. I see a very strong likelihood. With the Death card reversed, Knight of Cups. A reconciliation attempt. But Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, it doesn't look like a very harmonious reconciliation attempt because you ain't playing this person's game. You're not playing their game. Emperor and Empress, both reversed. I don't think you're playing that game. I don't think so. Thank you, Lindsay, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, that's... Again, y'all's whole reading has been, like every section of this reading has been so weird. It'll tell me the situation, but it won't give me any clues as to what's going on and why. All I'm getting is very, very possible reconciliation attempt and drama. A failed attempt. I don't know who it is that's attempting it. I'm feeling like it's them because this feels like you. Maybe this person's attempt at trying to replace you was unsuccessful. So that's why you feel like they're coming back around. But I don't think you're playing this person's game. Because you see them coming back trying to play a mind game with you, and you're not going to play that this time. Well, let's look at their actual intentions. Let's see if they are playing a game with you. Is this person actually playing games with Sagittarius? What's going on? Are they playing a game with you? Yeah, they're throwing a pity party. They are trying to throw a pity party at you. Two more shuffles, two more. Eight of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. So, I mean, they are trying to throw a pity party at you. Yes, they're playing mind games with you. Yeah, I think that all it really is this person just wants to be with somebody, anybody. They just want to be with somebody. They don't care who. Doesn't matter who. They just want to be with a faceless, nameless somebody. So whenever you have somebody who is so desperate to be in a relationship that they're just willing to be in a relationship with a faceless, nameless somebody, anybody, and they end up at a dead end and they're not meeting anybody new, 90% of the time, one of the first things they do is they turn back to the past. They turn back to the past. Yes, they do want a serious relationship, but they're not coming back to you because of the connection. They're coming back to you out of emotional codependency, out of loneliness. So when you have a true emotional codependent, it's never about you. Ever. Ever. When you have a true emotional codependent, it's all about them. It's all about them meeting their emotional needs. It's all about filling the void in their heart. It's all about what they've been going through and whatnot. That's what it's all about. So it's like, it's kind of like if you, okay, have you ever met a real alcoholic? You ever met one of those? Thank you, Alina, for that super chat. I hope I said your name right. Thank you. Appreciate you. You ever met a real alcoholic? If you ever get a chance to meet a real alcoholic and you ask them if they like the taste of alcohol, 95% of the time they'll tell you, no, it tastes like shit. Well, then why are you so attached to it? Because this is the only thing that distracts me from my pain. Well, that's the exact same energy that manifests codependent relationships. So similarly, you would think about a true emotional codependent. How do they feel about you? It's not how they feel about you. It's how they feel about themselves. It's about them filling a void in their own heart. Whether we're good for each other, whether we're toxic for each other, whether, you know, it's all about me filling a void in my heart. So, this person is a mess. This person is a mess. Well, again, I don't think that needs advice, according to what I saw in the first spread. But let's go ahead and at least get a couple of cards to see if there's any advice that the tarot wants to give you. Seven of Swords, man. Well, here's about the only thing that I can say. If you feel like you know where this is going, right? I know the game that you're playing. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're going to say. I know what your intentions are, right? And they're not good. Just don't even respond. Don't even respond. Because when you got somebody trying to manipulate you, they're not going to let up while they're still getting energy from you. And the way they get energy from you is by you responding and reacting to them. Even if you're not going along with them. Even if you're fighting and arguing with them. A true manipulator doesn't care. They don't care if they're actually persuading you or if you're fighting and arguing with them. That's fine. They'll take that. Because if you're fighting and arguing with them and you're bitching at them, you're still feeding them energy. You're still giving them power. And they'll take it. They will take it. So if you really, really strongly feel like this is somebody who is playing serious fucking games with you, don't even feed them energy. Don't even do it. It's the only thing you can do with a situation like this. Focus on your own healing, your own growth, and your own evolution, okay? I'm going to say that every past person reading because that's very important. But all right, good Christ almighty. I feel like those were the messages that my Sagittarius friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check down there in the description of this video if you all would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.